And welcome back to mathematics class. In the previous video we were solving the problems based on the trigonometrical ratios. In today's class we are going to learn the reciprocal relations. Okay, so you know that the formula to find sin A is perpendicular divided by hypotenuse and cosecant is hypotenuse by perpendicular, right? So the sin A and cosecant A are reciprocal of each other. That is, you can write sin A is equals to 1 divided by cosecant A. So that is 1 divided by cosecant is nothing but hypotenuse by perpendicular. So when you substitute, you get 1 divided by hypotenuse by perpendicular. So when you take it to the numerator, it becomes perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. So you can write sin A is equals to 1 divided by cosecant A, and the cosecant A you can write it as 1 divided by sin A. And cos and secant are reciprocal to each other. That is, cos A is equals to 1 divided by secant A and secant A is equals to 1 divided by cos A. And tan and cot are reciprocal to each other. Tan A is equals to 1 divided by cot A and cot A is equals to 1 divided by tan A. So to solve the problems, you should remember these reciprocal relations, like sin A is equals to 1 divided by cosecant A. So if you know one, you can write the other one, that is cosecant A is equals to 1 divided by sin A. Likewise, you can remember all the 6 reciprocal relations. Okay, next we will see sin A divided by cos A. So you know what is sin A. Sin A is nothing but perpendicular divided by hypotenuse, and cos A is base by hypotenuse. Here hypotenuse and hypotenuse will get cancelled. So what is remaining? Perpendicular divided by base is remaining. So what is perpendicular divided by base? So it gives you tan A, right? Tan A is equals to perpendicular divided by base. So I can write tan A is equals to sin A divided by cos A. So cot A will be cos A divided by sin A. So since tan and cot are reciprocal, so if tan A is equals to sin A divided by cos A, cot A will be cos A divided by sin A. Okay. So let's solve the problems. If tan theta plus cot theta is equals to 2, find the value of tan square theta plus cot square theta. So what is given? Tan theta plus cot theta is equals to 2 is given. Using that, you have to find the value of tan square theta plus cot square theta. Okay, so what is given? Tan theta plus cot theta is equals to 2. Square on both the sides. What do you get? Tan theta plus cot theta whole square is equals to 2 square. So when you square it, so you get tan theta plus cot theta whole square. That is nothing but A plus B whole square. Here A is tan theta plus B is cot theta you have. So what is the formula for A plus B whole square? It is A square plus B square plus 2AB. So substitute that. When you substitute, that is A square is tan square theta plus B square is cot square theta plus 2AB. That is 2 tan theta into cot theta is equals to 2 square is nothing but 4. So you have tan square theta plus cot square theta plus 2 tan theta. In place of cot theta, you can substitute 1 divided by tan theta. So we have seen the reciprocal relations, right? So cot theta will be equals to 1 divided by tan theta. This tan theta and tan theta will get cancelled. So what is remaining? 2 is remaining is equals to 4. Okay, so tan square theta plus cot square theta is equals to 4. When you send this plus 2 to the other side, it becomes minus 2. That is 4 minus 2 gives you 2. So now you got the value tan square theta plus cot square theta is equals to 2. Okay, the next one, if 3 sin A is equals to 4 cos A, find the value of sin A, cos A and tan square A minus secant square A. So what is given? 3 sin A is equals to 4 cos A. So you can write 3 sin A. When you take this cos A to the other side, it becomes divided by cos A. So you have 3 here. You can send it to the other side. That becomes divided by 3. So sin A divided by cos A is equals to 4 divided by 3. Okay. That is nothing but sin A divided by cos A is tan A. So tan A is equals to 4 divided by 3. So here given with 2 sides in a right angle triangle, right? So tan A is perpendicular divided by base. So you have given with perpendicular side 4 and base side is 3, right? So you have given with perpendicular, you can take it as 4x and base is 3x, and you have to find out hypotenuse side, right? How will you find out the hypotenuse side? Using the Pythagoras theorem, right? So hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square, that is nothing but 4x square plus 3x square, that is nothing but 16x square plus 9x square, that gives you 25x square. So you can write the 25 as 5 square, so you get hypotenuse h as 5x. Okay, so you got perpendicular side, base and hypotenuse. Now we have to find out what is sine. So you know the formula to find sine A is equals to perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is nothing but 4x divided by hypotenuse is 5x. X and x will get cancelled, so sine A is 4 divided by 5. And cos A is base by hypotenuse. Base is nothing but 3x divided by hypotenuse is 5x. So x and x will get cancelled, so you get the answer as 3 divided by 5. And the third one, you have to find out tan square A minus secant square A. For this you should know what is tan A and what is secant A. So tan A is already you have found, that is 4 divided by 3, and secant is hypotenuse by base. Hypotenuse is nothing but 5x divided by base is 3x. X and x will get cancelled, so you get secant A as 5 divided by 3. So substitute the value of tan and secant. So what is tan? 4 divided by 3, you have square, write the square, minus secant A is 5 divided by 3. Okay, 5 divided by 3, you have square, write the square. So tan A is nothing but 4 divided by 3 square. Now when you square it, what you get? 16 divided by 9 minus 5 square is 25, 3 square is 9. So since you have same numerator, you can write it once, 9, and 16 minus 25. 16 minus 25 gives you minus 9, divide by 9. 9 ones are 9 ones are, so you get here you have minus sign, so you get the answer as minus 1. Okay, did you understand this problem? Okay, we'll move on to the next one. From the following figure, find y sin x naught and secant x naught minus tan x naught into secant x naught plus tan x naught. Okay, so first one, what you have to find out? You have to find out y. So two sides are given, you have to find out the other side. So how will you find out? Using the Pythagoras theorem. So you know hypotenuse square is equals to sum of the squares of other two sides. Okay, hypotenuse square is nothing but 2 square is equals to sum of the square of other two sides, that is y square plus 1 square you have. So you want to know what is y, right? So you can keep this y square one side, so you can send this 1 to the other side, right? So 2 2s are 4 minus 1 square is nothing but 1. So 4 minus 1 gives you 3. So when you want to find out only y, you send this square to the other side, that is square root of 3 you get. So what is the value of y? It is square root of 3. Okay, and the next one you have to find out is sin x naught. So you know the formula to find sine, that is perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is nothing but root 3 divided by hypotenuse is 2. The next one is you have to find out secant x naught minus tan x naught into secant x naught plus tan x naught. So for this you should know what is secant x naught and tan x naught, right? So now you know all the three sides. You can find out what is tan x naught, that is perpendicular divided by base. So perpendicular is root 3 divided by base is 1. So you get root 3. Secant x naught is hypotenuse by base, that is hypotenuse is 2 divided by base is 1. So you get 2. So substitute the value of secant and tan in this. So you get secant is 2 minus tan x naught is root 3 into secant x is 2 plus tan x naught is root 3. So when you simplify this, what you get? 2 2s are 4 and plus 2 into root 3. You have minus 2 into root 3 and plus into minus is minus root 3 square. So you get 4 plus root 2, 4 plus 2 into root 3 minus 2 into root 3. This plus 2 into root 3 and minus 2 into root 3 will get cancelled. So you get 4 minus 3. So you have root 3 into root 3. So this you can write it as root 3 square, and the square and root 3 will get cancelled. So you get 4 minus 3, that is equals to 1. Okay. So you can see you get 4 minus 2 root 3 plus 2 root 3 you get. So plus 2 root 3 minus root 3 will get cancelled. So you get root 3 square. So this square and square root will get cancelled. So you get 4 minus 3. Okay, that is equals to 1. So we'll move on to the next one. Use the given figure. Find sin x naught, cos y naught, 3 tan x naught minus 2 sin y naught plus 4 cos y naught. Okay, so you can name this triangle as A, B, C and D. Okay, so now you have given the triangle ABC and ADB. So using the reference angle as x naught, so you can find out what is BC. Okay, so the perpendicular side is given and the hypotenuse side AC is given, and you have to find out what is BC. And in this triangle ADB, okay, so using the reference angle as y naught, so you can have the base side is given, DB is given 6 and the perpendicular side is given 8, and you have to find out the one more side, that is AD. So we'll see how to find out this. So using the Pythagoras theorem, AD square will be equals to 8 square plus 6 square. So AD square is the hypotenuse side of the triangle ADB. Okay, so AD square is equals to DB square plus AB square. Okay, so that is AD square is equals to 64 plus 36, that is 100. So AD will be 10. Also in the triangle ABC, so you have given with AC and AB, you have to find out what is BC, right? So BC will be equals to AC square minus AB square. Okay, BC square is equals to AC square is nothing but 17 square minus AB square is 8 square. That gives you 225. 225 can be written as 15 square. So BC you get as 15. Okay. So now you have to find out sin x naught, that is perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is nothing but using the reference angle as x naught. Okay, so you get perpendicular as 8 divided by hypotenuse as 17. Cos y naught is equals to base by hypotenuse, that is 6 divided by 10. So 2 3 is a 6, 2 5 is a 10, 3 divided by 5 you get. And you have to find out 3 tan x naught minus 2 sin y naught plus 4 cos y naught, right? So for this you should know what is tan x naught, sin y naught and cos y naught, right? So substitute the formula and find out sin y naught is equal to perpendicular divided by hypotenuse. Perpendicular is nothing but AB divided by AD, that is 8 divided by 10. That gives you 2 4s are 8 and 2 5s are 10. 4 divided by 5. Cos y naught is base by hypotenuse. Base is 6 divided by hypotenuse is 10. So you get 3 divided by 5. And tan x naught is perpendicular divided by base, that is AB divided by BC is equals to 8 divided by 15 you get. Substitute the values here. So that is 3 into tan x naught is 8 divided by 15 minus 2 into sin y naught is 4 divided by 5 plus 4 into 3 divided by 5. So you can simplify this, you get 8 divided by 5, that is 3 1s are 3 5s are 15, you get 8 divided by 5 minus, okay, you get 2 into 4 is 8 divided by 5, again you get 8 divided by 5 plus 4 into 3 is 12 divided by 5. So plus 8 divided by 5 and minus 8 divided by 5 will get cancelled. So it is remaining is 12 divided by 5, that is you can write it in the mixed fraction. You get 2 into 2 divided by 5. So you know how to write it in mixed fraction, right? So 5 and 12, right? So you can divide 12 by 5. So 2 5s are 10. What is remaining? 2, right? So you will write the quotient first and the remainder divide by the divisor. Okay, so you get 2 into 2 divided by 5 as a answer. Okay, so that's all for today. We will meet you in the next class.